Welcome back. Hello and welcome to Murray Wilkinson's Community Garden. I'm here with Rob. My name is Deepa Deshmukh. I'm a registered dietitian and a public health nutritionist working at VNA down the street, and I'm super excited. I cannot even tell you, I couldn't even sleep. And we have been here since 6:30 about this event today, because where can you find such a beautiful setting, such a hard-working crew, Master Gardener Rob, and beautiful audience to come here on a Saturday morning. But we are here, right? So I'm excited about the setting, I'm excited about people, I'm excited about the mission of VNA and Murray Wilkinson's Pantry, and here to share everything that we have been doing in the garden. I cannot take all the credit. I cannot take any credit for growing any of this thing. That is all Rob's doing.
Ready?
This is Master Gardener Rob here.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, everyone.
What can I say?
When we play the video,
saying
we're gonna
that,
fix
you
it.
know, his hard work shows up here. That's more than my introduction. So, Rob, can you give us 1 second on what you do?
Of course. As she said, I'm the property manager here at Murray's Community Garden. I took over this property almost 3 years ago now. Roughly 5 years ago, there were 5 homes on this very property that were leveled and turned into green space by the city of Aurora. We turned it into a community garden, and in just the past 2.5 years, with the help of many volunteers, we have harvested and donated over 4,000 pounds of fresh produce to the community. So thank you to everyone that's been involved with the whole project here.
Okay, and now we are going to take you on this little video tour that we did earlier of this garden. So enjoy the tour here, and then we will be back.
Hi, my name is Rob, and we are at Murray's Community Garden Park located in Aurora, Illinois. This community garden was started in 2015. The land was purchased by the city of Aurora. We actually had 5 houses on this property that were torn down and leveled to create a green space for the community. I myself took over about 3 years ago. We work with volunteers to harvest vegetables for the food pantry. We've got about a ½ acre here. Half the property is farmed for the food pantry. The other half is privately rented. So we do have community plots here. We are a true community garden. We harvest roughly 1,500 to 2,000 pounds per year for the food pantry. What you see in front of us here is our butterfly gardens. We do have a lot of emphasis here on pollinators. They are in severe lack in this area, so we do everything we can to encourage them. If you have more bees, you have more vegetables. So that's the whole focus of this front area here. Behind us are all of our raised beds. This left-hand side here, again, is all harvested for the food pantry. So you'll see a lot of our vegetables, small, fun vegetables on the left-hand side here. Larger bulk produce vegetables like our tomatoes are all going to be located over here. We have beans, we have cabbage, we have squash, we have 13 different kinds of beans. Just about everything any family could need to survive throughout the summer. So this is what we call the aviary. Inside here we have the one and only legal chicken coop in the city of Aurora. We have 10 hens in here, all females, ranging from about 2 years old to about 8 weeks old. We also have about 3 rabbits in here. Come on in, take a look.
So guys, I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? You can't tell anybody. Me and Rob and Tim here are growing a secret exotic herb garden. These herbs are not easy to find anywhere.
This is a bay tree, native to the Mediterranean, very, very hard to grow here. But so far we're doing really, really well. So hopefully in another year or two, we'll have some pretty amazing fresh bay leaves.
I'm super excited because the last bay leaf I had was really tall and it died. And then we have lemongrass, Thai food, lemongrass tea. So much can be done with lemongrass leaves and root of the lemongrass. And then the last but not the least, and now this is a real tree. It is called as curry plant. It's used in Indian cooking a lot, okay? And if you just take the leaf and break it open and smell it, it has little bit of a curry flavor, which is like cuminy, a little bit of cilantro in it, little citrus. So we are hoping this will grow into a nice healthy plant, and that's where Rob is going to use his magic powers. And once we have it, then we will start cooking with it. As you know, herbs, especially fresh, are extremely high in nutrients, folic acid, a lot of polyphenols. So I'm really looking forward to using them in our cooking. All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the little tour of this beautiful garden, and the secret herb garden that you saw in the video was shot couple weeks ago, and after that we added another 2 exotic herbs to that, which is ginger. Okay, this is a ginger plant. As you know, ginger is good for migraines and has a lot of health benefits. It's very interesting. The ginger leaves actually, the ginger plant grows just like a bamboo plant, so, and the leaves will also have a gingery flavor. You can use it in tea or chop it and use it in salads. Now, I don't know how Rob pulled this off. I know he's a magician, but this requires like a Superman plus magician powers in the garden. This is moringa. Okay, moringa is a very, very powerful, I should say it turns into a tree. It's not even a plant, and right now if you just Google moringa, you will see people are selling it as if it's gold. Moringa leaves are extremely high in iron and a lot of polyphenols and tons of nutrients in it, and cleansing properties and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so like I said, you have to have magic powers to grow moringa in a pot and then, you know, into a tree. So we are quite excited to see this baby grow as well. And the way to use moringa is obviously you stir fry it. Okay, you will see moringa pills and moringa powder. I don't know how effective they are. I grew up eating moringa leaves, so I am. This is kind of nostalgia for me to see these plants growing here. So again, a huge thank you to our master gardener Rob here. Without him, this project is not possible. Without volunteers, this project is not possible. Without audience, without you all, this is not possible. So thank you for coming out and supporting us. We have quite a few things in the pipeline coming up. On Saturday, August 15th, we have lunch in the garden and we have harvest dinner. Okay, and lunch will be happening here, and dinner is going to be more. It's a sit down dinner happening across the street in the parking lot of Murray Wilkinson's pantry under a tent with candle lights or some lighting, you know, and we are going to do our best to cook everything using what we have in the garden. Okay.
About the live music and the bar.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay, I forgot the bar. Okay, so so that's an event that is coming up, and then on August 30th, it's a Sunday, we have brunch happening in the garden. All right, and that event, Rob here is going to be not only the gardener but also a chef, and I'm going to be assisting him. So which is a privilege in itself, and we have limited seating and tickets are available on the Murray Wilkinson mwfoodpantry.org, or just find one of us and we'll get you a ticket, no problem. All right, so that being said, we are off to working on what we have. Thank you, Rob. Okay, so what I have in cooking for you today, if you will, is literally everything on this skillet is from the garden. Okay, so we had some eggplants growing. All right, so we had eggplant and okra. I especially want to take a moment and talk about okra here, and if somebody could give me that eggplant which is hiding right in there in that little basket. Yeah, so we had eggplant and okra and baby tomatoes and zucchini, and believe it or not, cactus. We also have a cactus growing here. Okay, this little garden, I mean, I shouldn't say little, but this garden is a treasure chest. If you want to learn about nature, if you want to teach your kids about where food comes from, you know, and that's the purpose of really having a project like this, is to get everybody involved. I mean, I had not seen red okra, you know, and this is red okra, obviously this is green okra, and okra it's a little sticky, right? The best way to use okra is you chop it and you grill or bake it in the oven, because then it reduces the stickiness. Okay, and that's how I use my okra. It's extremely helpful for cholesterol. Okay, in fact, most of the medicines that are manufactured by the pharmaceutical companies have root in the fruits and vegetables that we use. Okay, so if you are trying to stay out of medication, use food as your medicine. And one way to get involved in food as medicine concept is to find a community garden around you, or if you are in an area, then start one in your balcony or in your backyard or wherever, and get more people involved. Okay, so this okra is absolutely stunning, but what is even more stunning is this okra flower. Look how pretty this looks. You know, coming here 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning and looking at this was what can I say, precious. You know, COVID is preventing us from going anywhere, taking vacation. I think if we come here and sit for 10 minutes, it's going to, your stress just melts away. So, because you see natural things like this, pretty things, you know, so I would highly encourage you to take a tour of this garden and be more mindful, be more careful. There's so much we can find in nature that gives us happiness and pleasure. So, this is an okra flower, so pretty. And really, I don't know if it is edible. I'm sure it's edible. I mean, I'll eat it and we'll find out, I guess. That's one way to do it. So what did I cook today for you guys? So I started roasting eggplants, zucchini, onions, cactus, baby tomatoes, and of course okra. Okay, that all went on this little griddle here, and I did not want to add too many spices in here, but just ride on the flavor of the vegetables. So the way we have been cooking vegetables is without oil, okay, because what happens is when we cook vegetables with oil, the oil almost coats the vegetable and prevents the flavor from coming out or getting in. Okay, so the trick to add flavor to your vegetable is using a vegetable broth. Okay, so as it was sizzling just few minutes ago, we just sprinkled some vegetable broth, and the vegetables, they are like a sponge. You know, they will absorb the flavor. So that's a cool little trick that we use to infuse more flavor in it. And then all I did was added some rosemary and sage and garlic, all right, and that's all there is to these vegetables, and we are going to serve it on a toast when we are done. But the another trick is, you know, when you are roasting a vegetable, you want one vegetable which has little more moisture. So I used tomato in here because I don't know if you guys can see it, but the tomato has all caramelized, and it's just going to make these vegetables even more moist and flavorful. And it smells wonderful here. It smells actually really amazing. Sweetness of the vegetables, the caramelized flavor of eggplant and tomato, garlic and sage and rosemary. I mean, there's nothing in there where we can go wrong. You know, roasting vegetable is an easy way to get things done. You don't have to have a grill. You can do the same identical recipe in your oven. You can do it in your skillet. You know, just be creative. Do whatever you need to eat more vegetables. What can I say? You know, find a neighbor who knows how to cook. As you can see, there is an okra in here. I'm trying to find, oh, the cactus is, oh no, I found one cactus. There's a little cactus in here, and I really want you guys to take a look at our cactus that is growing, and it's really amazing. So this is done, and I am going to talk about the next recipe where we just we harvested some tomatoes, green peppers, onions, cucumbers yesterday, and we decided to turn it into a gazpacho soup, which is cold and is perfect as a first meal, you can say, in the morning. I'm not going to lie, I had my tea and coffee, so it's not exactly a first meal, but it's still a better breakfast, very refreshing. So what really goes into gazpacho is really tomato, sweet green peppers, onions, and I accidentally used all the cucumbers in my main dish. So we are going to pretend there is cucumber in here, and you basically going to grind this, okay, with little bit of olive oil. Now you can make this without any oil. I'm just adding a dash of olive oil and sherry vinegar. Okay, so that's all. If you don't have sherry vinegar, you can add red vinegar, red wine vinegar, and it goes with little bit of water and dash of sherry vinegar to bring the flavor out. This can be, like I said, without any oil. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to make it smooth and just blending it down. That's it to it. Okay. Now this soup, you can freeze it and have it later on, or I have also used this soup almost as a sauce. A leftover soup can be used as a sauce. There are a lot of things you can do, but just imagine how nutritious this little shot of soup is going to be, because everything fresh. Fresh tomatoes are good for us. Fresh peppers, you know, which are high in vitamin C. People don't realize, but peppers are really high in vitamin C, more vitamin C than orange. Okay, so and vitamin C is heat sensitive, which means when we heat it, the vitamin C goes away. Here, no heat involved, so you are getting all the nutrients and the fiber. All these nutrients are good for everybody, children, seniors, people of all ages, and you know, need good nutrition. I cannot emphasize the importance of nutrition as we go through this COVID crisis. Nutrition should be as big as mask, you know, really, because no matter how many masks we put on or how advanced our treatment plan is, or vaccines, or whatever, what have you, if we don't have a good immune system, everything is going to be less effective. Okay, so I really want you guys to take a moment and share the knowledge about nutrition and food and eating healthy to your family and friends, and you know, whoever you come in contact with. So that's my little 2-minute rant about how important nutrition is for immunity. Okay, so we did this soup. It's already ready, and it needs to be chilled. So that's why we did it ahead of time. And we also have some infused water for you with some mint in it. So make sure you try the soup and the water with mint, and this little roasted vegetable on the toast thingy. The toast that I have used is multi-grain Vasa crackers. Okay, they are pretty clean label crackers, have no fat, and 3 grams of fiber, soluble and non-soluble fiber, which is good for us and doesn't really contain too many chemicals. So I like to use sodium. It has a little bit of 65 milligrams of sodium, which is much less than the traditional cracker. And remember, we have not used any salt in any of our food. Okay, so we have a little bit of room to cheat here, if you will. So the way this is going to go is, I'm going to mix this and pour it in here. Right. And I am going to put these roasted vegetables on the toast. Now Yes, this is not exactly a traditional breakfast, but that's okay. Whatever is good for our body, it's worth doing it. Now, if you have small kids at home and they are not used to eating new food or new vegetable, then whatever breakfast you serve, let's say you are making an omelette or you know, then just add little bit of vegetables with it. Instead of juice, you can have them try small amount of this soup. So anytime you are trying a new vegetables, a lot of people have not tried okra before, right? It can be intimidating, or even eggplant. A lot of people don't know how to use eggplant or what to do with it. So always start slowly. Even if you start with half a teaspoon of this, it's like medicine, right? Something is better than nothing. So please enjoy the little quick breakfast samples that we have made for you, and please try these recipes home. By the way, we do need volunteers for the harvest. As you can see, we have more stuff that is growing than we can chew, really. So we really need volunteers. So you or anybody you know need you know, has some time to come and help us out, that would be really appreciated. Make sure to buy your tickets for the harvest lunch, harvest dinner, and the brunch that is coming up. Again, it's available at mwfoodpantry.org, or find one of us. Just stand in the parking lot and shout and one of us will come out. That's how easily accessible we are. Okay, so anybody has any questions? Anything I can answer? Kids? Maybe you all are hungry or scared, I don't know, one of it. So on that note, I'm going to conclude this little we can say garden show kickoff episode, and we hope to see you at least 3 more times, but more if you come to help and harvest our vegetables. I thank each one of you for coming out. I know it's Saturday, I know it's morning, it's hard for kids, but we really appreciate you. And next time, please bring your friend, neighbor, get them involved. Community gardens are not fun place without the community, and as you can see, we are extremely lucky to have this available to us. So spread the word, and again, thank you for coming, and thank you to the crew and everybody, and Rob and Tim who has worked. They work every single day in and out to get this going. So thank you, Rob. Thank you, Tim, who is working like a busy bee back there. And thank you all for watching and supporting our cause, and I will see you soon in a couple weeks. Thank you. Serve it?
Nah, I trust you, Deepa.
I don't. I just go by my instinct. Serve on and one to have it with the sauce.
Yeah, I love those crackers.
Which one? Oh, by the way, anybody has any allergies or anything? Anybody needs
Anybody
gluten
have any
free?
allergies to anything?
No.
George, none? Okay. All right. Better ask that first.
Who wants to be the brave soul? She looks very happy and excited. Let me see how it goes.
It's good.
It's good? Okay.
Deliciousness.
See.
I mean, those
It
omelets
needs
you
a
made the other
salt,
day, they were
yes,
pretty
yes.
awesome too.
Salt?
I do have a salt.
Well, I'll do it.
You will? Okay.
She really does, yeah.
If I have a plate, I can put some of these forks on.
Yeah. I think he's on me. Okay. Should I go now? Sure.
Just getting some B-roll. I might, yes.
And one day I was digging through the freezer and I saw these coconuts. So I got them out. You won't believe. The shell, I mean, I took a hammer and tried to crack it open. The shell just fell apart and inside there was the brown, the coconut meat. And when I cracked open that, the coconut water in one coconut had become like a little ball. And in another one, I think it just got absorbed by the coconut meat, and it was so easy to handle that coconut.
When it's
Yeah,
frozen, it grates.
when it grates really well, just like
Yeah.
snow cone.
Yeah.
Like snow.
Yeah, like yeah.
Really.
Shaving ice.
Ice, I should say.
Yep, it's perfect. Thank you. Anybody else need a napkin?
Yes.
There you go. Grab one. George?
And how do you feed something like basil leaf?
My alarm keeps
So basil leaf, you will have to almost grind it and use it as a pesto.
Okay.
Not pesto, but
Put some oil with it to freeze it? Or
I wouldn't put any oil in it.
water? Nothing?
Maybe water, probably a
Like
little
an
bit
ice
of
cube?
lemon juice. Yeah, and put it in those tiny ice cube trays.
I made a ginger tea, a really concentrated ginger tea, and I poured it in the ice cube trays. So when I want to make tea or when I infuse my water, I just throw the ice cubes in.
Correct.
Yeah. And then you can throw fresh herbs in, right?
Yeah,
You could
fresh
throw
herbs.
in.
Lemon freezes really well. Entire lemon and lime,
Just the whole.
just the whole thing. And then you grate the rind if you want it. Yeah, zest.
Bananas I knew, but
Yeah, I mean,
Here's some crackers and some vegetables. And there's forks there.
shall
And
I
there's gazpacho.
Is this your plate, Mom? Is that your plate?
just give them more
Yeah.
crackers if they want?
What's this? Sea salt?
That's sea salt, yes.
Salt.
Awesome.
How is it?
Very good. I just wanted to try that one so bad.
Really?
What is?
So Nick,
Oh,
is
very
this the first
refreshing.
gazpacho you've ever had?
Well, I'm not sure, but it's the best.
The first red gazpacho. No, this is the first red gazpacho he had.
So feel free to grab more because we've got
Oh, we got plenty.
we got
Oh my
plenty
God.
here. So
Not bad, not bad.
please feel free. And there's, Nick, do you want some more crackers and vegetables?
I'll just vegetables.
Vegetables, okay. We'll do that.
What do you think about the vegetables without oil and stuff on it?
It's good. I have a hard time identifying the cactus.
Yes, because I was trying not to kill us because you know cactus has the little thorn.
Oh,
So we
really?
cleaned it. I
Yeah.
cleaned it as much as I could. But I said if I cook it really well,
Yeah, if anybody wants any more.
hopefully it won't bother anyone.
Okay, all right.
I tried this.